Well, the voice in my head is saying that we've got Rudy in Pennsylvania here, who's been on hold for quite some time.
Thank you for your patience. Yeah.
So, yeah, Rudy, how the heck are you?
Oh, you could just call me Nadia, by the way. I don't know why that was on there.
Sorry about
Nadia.
that.
Okay.
Nadia.
Hey,
all right.
Nadia.
Yeah. Hey.
How are you? How are you, Nadia?
Good. Actually, what your previous caller, Angelica, said, a lot of that is true, and I know how to astral project.
Wait.
This just got better or something.
Okay, so
I got proof.
You've got proof.
We want it. Please bring us some proof. We need it bad. I need either a lot of proof or some bourbon.
Yeah. So everything comes together. Angels, demons, aliens, they're all the same thing. They're interdimensional. It's not a matter of being physical. That's why sometimes they describe
let's get to this
spirits
proof
as being able to do physical things.
Right. So what Dave just said. So
I want to explain.
I've got to plant a flag. So when we talk about proof, okay, there's a definition that I've been throwing around the internet for a while now of evidence. Okay. So, because people always ask, what kind of evidence would I need to believe X, Y, Z and whatever. And I say anything that can be used to demonstrate that a claim is true. Okay. So let's pick a claim that you have proof for, put it on the table, and then get to the evidence,
Mm-hmm. There have been countless documentaries and government programs where they have taken specialized individuals and used them for astral projection. The reason for that is because by astral projecting, you're able to have an out-of-body experience. When given specific coordinates, you can travel to said coordinates.
Okay, so pause. So you just made at least 3 distinct claims. Government programs using these special people. The special people can astral project, and what it means to astral project is that they can project themselves to other locations. So there's 3 claims already. Yes. So which of these would you like to dig into and bust out the proof for?
Yeah, I'm still wanting to go back to that proof thing you mentioned.
For the government stuff, there are 2 types. There's astral projecting and remote viewing. Now, both of them are almost the same, but the difference between astral projecting and remote viewing is the fact that, say you wanted to go to China and know where they got all their supplies for nuclear weapons, you would want to use remote viewing. If you want to know what's inside of their nuclear weapons, you would use astral projection, because you would be able to stick your head inside of the nuclear bomb and look at all the components, come back for the government and draw it on paper.
So why
aren't they doing that?
Why would we believe that they are?
They are.
Okay, so there's our claim.
Documentaries on this.
I understand that. So there's the claim is the government is using, let's just say, astral projection. Okay. So let's deal with that specific claim. The government is using astral projection to do, whatever. We don't care what they're doing with it, just they're doing it. So how would we prove that claim is true?
Well, people are capable of doing it, and I could explain how they're capable of doing it.
Okay, whether or not people are capable of doing it or not, the specific claim is that the government is using astral projection. So just there.
Yeah.
How would we prove that?
Okay. Well, I have actual footage of this from the government that I would be willing to send, share, whatever. And it talks about them using this specifically to check up on China and travel to other planets in past timelines. It is also time travel.
So my question to you would be this. If the government had access to astral projection, my mind goes a couple places. My mind goes, why would they make that publicly known? If that's true, why do we spend billions of dollars on spy planes and surveillance drones and technology, satellites to monitor the world? Why do we have our entire cybersecurity infrastructure if we're capable of this type of thing?
Why do we have spies around the world and all the links that we go to try to obtain information and intelligence in other countries? Why not just astral project? If they've got the ability to do it, I would think they'd be doing it night and day.
Yep.
You're saying they do.
I understand exactly what you mean.
Well, I think Ethan would love, if you've got video evidence of this, if you've got evidence, please send it. We would love to examine it and see if it passes the test of scrutiny.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it takes a lot of spiritual training. That does not mean religion, and that doesn't necessarily have any rules to it. It's just knowing your soul self so that you know how to travel with it. And the thing is, most people do not know how to properly tap into their telepathy or astral projective self. In order to do this, you have to completely abandon your ego and be selfless.
Nadia, you're like, with all due respect, I've got to cut you off, because what's happening is you're just stacking claims on top of each other without substantiating any of them so that we can keep going down this path with you. I mean, so we still have that first claim on the table of the government uses astral projection, and we're not anywhere closer to demonstrating that that's true.
Okay. Do you want me to send the video?
Yes,
absolutely.
I have that up.
Yeah,
yes.
Send it to Ethan. I don't know if Ethan can put it up on the screen here. I mean, he's a wizard.
Okay, so
there he is.
You want my email address, or actually, can you find me on Facebook?
I can send Ethan. Hang on. I might have to download the video on my phone, but if I send it as a link, it might take you to a group, but it should be public.
Okay, can I give you my Facebook right now? And can you write it down?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It's
I'll just type it in and message you. So.
All right, it's facebook.com/Ethan F as in Frank, Micheal, Micheal. Sorry to interrupt the show for this, but
make sure she gets the E and the A, just like it's on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
I already have you on Facebook.
Oh,
boom.
Okay.
There we go.
Send it right there. Yes. All right.
Yeah, post it.
Oh, I didn't recognize the name. Okay. Send it right there.
It's a radio. I'm sorry.
I just, I don't know, man.
Link, so you should be able to go on there.
Okay, he's going to pull that up and probably try to get it on screen. Tell us what this video is so we'll know what we're looking at.
Ethan's going to whip it out.
So this is a very specific project that they were using to time travel and spy on China. They, in the video, specifically time travel on Mars when they are given specific coordinates.
Why would going to Mars be useful for checking out China?
Well, they're not related to each other. That's just the things that they were able to do.
Ethan's saying he can't access the link, Nadia. So I don't know what that means, but I guess the question.
Just in a group.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'll tell you, it blows my mind because, like, I spent some years in the Army and never once encountered anybody using astral projection in any sort of like tactical or intelligence gathering way. I'm currently a government employee with a security clearance. I do investigations. I have worked with people across law enforcement agencies at every level. And no, we get lots of training. We get nothing related to astral projection. So I'm wondering.
I think
why...
the easy answer to that would be that you're not cleared for that level. I mean,
that could be
beyond top secret, and only a few have access to it. That would be an easy response to that.
Could be. Totally could be.
Nadia, Ethan is saying that the group moderator, whatever group that was, has to approve the membership, and it's pending. I don't know if you can get that accessed.
I could try clicking off on my phone and downloading the video. I don't know why, but Facebook won't let me download videos when I'm on my computer. It's just the way it is.
So as you're doing that, my question in my mind is, as I hear you talking, it sounds like you're saying that possibly the reason this is not more prevalent in the military or anywhere else is because not enough people know how to tap into their soul or something. So it keeps it in this realm of mysterious and very misunderstood and very rare. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm picturing a room with like a couple people who can astral project, like those people in Minority Report now. I don't know if anybody gets that reference. The precogs in Minority Report. I just don't. Do you think a Facebook video is credible? I mean, I haven't seen the video, so I don't know. But
absolutely. I understand. It's a Facebook video, but I'm personally like going through YouTube here, and it's just not on there. Somebody had to have downloaded this because it's from 1990 something. I think I forget what the exact date. 1984, actually. It's called Project Stargate.
Oh, Project Stargate.
And
okay, what's that, Kenneth?
Yeah. We've had people talk about Project Stargate before. Okay, outside of the world of the Facebook video, how much have you looked at Project Stargate?
Personally, I have not heard of it until I seen this video, which is not available on YouTube for some reason. I've looked for it.
So basically,
but it is the actual footage from it. It's not, phony, whatever. It has the official's name, everything.
Right. So
Joe McConaughey, I think.
The thing that I would direct you to look at is this. So Project Stargate started in the late 70s. Basically, you've got this project that's goal is to see if there's any useful application of like alleged psychic phenomena in the world of, the military. To my mind, the only thing that anybody needs to know about Project Stargate, and they can spend all the time they want to researching this, is that in the 90s, the CIA declassified all of the Project Stargate stuff because it was determined that there was nothing there, that it was completely useless and a colossal waste of money. When it comes to the phenomena of remote viewing and alleged psychic phenomena, I would urge you to look up a guy called Bandaid. Okay. I don't know if anybody watching or listening in the future has any idea who this is, but if you don't, you're missing out. Check him out. So have you ever heard of the James Randi Foundation? Yeah. Okay. So, you have not? Okay. Well, this is amazing. This is going to be so cool for you to look into. So James Randi was a stage magician years and years ago. And he became sort of better known over the years for skepticism and for debunking psychics. You can get on YouTube and watch stuff where, like on the Johnny Carson show years and years ago, they would have people on who were like famous psychics, like Uri Geller would come on and talk about how he can like move things with his mind and bend spoons and do all kinds of stuff, read people's minds, do remote viewing. And then James Randi would come out as like a surprise guest and be like, here's how like everything that this guy is saying he can do is not legit. And he would like very publicly call these people out, which could be very satisfying to watch if you're into that sort of like, instant karma type of deal. Yeah. So But James
and he had $1 million challenge.
That's where we're going. So James Randi had this charitable foundation where he had $1 million cash prize for anybody who could demonstrate psychic phenomena was a real thing. And that prize went unclaimed. Nobody ever took it. And Banachek was a guy who
got a trick up my sleeve.
Sorry, the last thing, I promise. So Banachek was a guy who would go undercover in experiments as a mentalist, as a magician, and would fool the researchers into thinking psychic phenomena was a real thing. He was so good at what he did. He was so convincing. And then would reveal after the researchers had concluded, we've got it. We've got the guy. This is the real guy. Would show them, no, this is all nonsense. And here's how I did it. That's basically how Project Stargate ended, was with the government recognizing that there was nothing there and declassifying all the documents.
So Nadia, the fact that there's a video.
Go ahead. Guy again that has the reward, because
James Randi, R-A-N-D. Well, he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away recently.
So the $1 million is going to just continue to draw interest in the foundation. But just because there's a video online somewhere or information online, it doesn't make it true. And extraordinary claims.
I completely understand.
Yeah, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And the idea that we can astral project into the past or into China or to Mars or something, I would think that would be demonstratable, that would be able to be proven, and it would be all over the news. It would not be some secret thing on some 20-year-old Facebook video. It would be leading the charge in changing things in the world that need to be changed. Instead, it's this backroom speculation that has no evidence and no proof. You started off by saying you had proof.
Look at it. You got to look at it like this. You're in a position of power. Let's say you got there because, maybe you did some white collar crime or something, but hey, that's most politicians, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to get into that. But what I'm saying is, if everybody had access to this, how do you think the world would be functioning? Would these same people in power be making their money?
I don't know. Who has access to it now, if it's a thing? Who's using it now? What's being done with it now?
So it's so scarce and in between because there's so few people that are capable of it now.
Well, see, that gives you the ability to make an unfalsifiable claim. Yeah, when you say that there's this thing that can be done, but very, very few people can do it, and only a few can, and they're keeping it secret because they don't want the people in power to get it. That's a claim that can never be disproven because you've created such a cloak around it that no one can ever penetrate that cloak.
That's really important. The concept of falsifiability is very important if you care about whether the things you believe are true or not.
Well, the thing is, now this is going to sound a little crazy, but I'm able to do it.
Oh, we've been doing crazy all night. Go ahead.
Astral projection. But I have been talking to 12 different species of aliens since August 29th of last year, because I found very specific proof of them in relation to the government, and they have been visiting physically since. I have in-depth descriptions that would fit an anatomically accurate description of each species. And with the ones I speak to most, they are the Anunnaki, as they have confirmed to me. Now, the word Anunnaki, Anu means ant, and Naki means friends. They are not the giants as they depict. These are giant insects, and they look like a cross between a black picnic ant and a bark mantis.
So Nadia, I've got to ask you. I've got to ask you. You're saying that these beings have visited our planet, and these are alien life forms.
I need a drink.
Who have you talked to about this? Because there would be like parties that would be interested. So, I mean,
I've been trying for the last year and nobody has accepted me.
I can believe that.
I can believe that too. Like, I feel like if aliens had visited you, you could, I mean, I don't know, reach out to an organization like the Air Force, or now there's a Space Force. They got cool uniforms, right? And see what they tell you. If let me tell you this, if this whole idea of like astral projection is a thing, and that our government knows that aliens are real and that it's possible for us to project ourselves to other planets and interact with alien life forms, then they would probably want to talk to you. So if you were to reach out to the nearest, Air Force base and talk, go, hey, look, or NASA or somebody, and go, hey, listen, they're talking to me.
But
see how they react to you.
But why, Nadia? Why? Why are they coming to talk to you? What do they want? What are you going to do?
Because I have discovered very hardcore evidence in relation to them with the government. The proof that I found would be directly the proof of what you would want to call evil hybrids that are what we refer to as the ruling elites.
Nadia, I want you to listen to me really carefully, okay? Because and listen, I could be reading into things. This could all be, but
I understand how crazy I sound.
No, I'm not. Listen,
sorry, it has to come out like that.
No. Listen to me. You don't sound crazy. You sound distressed. So I'm worried about you. So I want to tell you.
It's just,
I want to tell you that
it takes.
Our government. I don't think there's any good reason to believe that our government is interacting with aliens, or that there's some sort of like evil hybrid elite thing happening. Okay, when we use words like proof, I mean, proof is a pretty heavy word. We have to have evidence, and the evidence needs to be something that can demonstrate.
Evidence.
Okay, so
I have dedicated over about 100 pages of proof to this claim alone that I wrote myself with images, signatures, audio, and video.
I'm wondering if this is a good way for you to be spending your time. Have you tried talking to like somebody who's like a mental health professional to see if you're onto something, or if maybe you're worried about something that you shouldn't be worried about?
Well, it's all real, and the proof is not deniable. It is what it is, and it's as scary as it sounds. It is true, and that's the unfortunate part.
Okay, well, so I know that it's true in your mind, Nadia. I think Kenneth and I are both sharing a concern, and I don't mean any disrespect or to be unkind at all, but I don't think you're dwelling in the realm of reality, and I'm concerned that there's some mental issues going on that you might need some help with. I know you think there is. I know you do. I know this is all real.
I went to countless people for treatment, and they all try to do the same thing.
What do they try to do?
Whether you come there for abuse or anything else, they record the worst things that have happened to you and listen to them over and over until you go numb.
That does not sound like
it's not good therapy.
That's no. Let me tell you something. There's an organization called the Secular Therapy Project, and I'm hoping that one of our mods will put it.
It's going to mention that.
There are people who you can reach out to who are not going to traumatize you, who are going to use evidence-based,
they're trained therapists,
compassionate therapeutic models to help you. So the best advice that I could give you is that you're not alone.
Yeah.
That there is a support network just waiting to be found for you. And if I were you, I would put down the alien stuff for the time being and reach out to people who are going to try to, help make sure that you're doing well.
The Secular Therapy Network in the chat.
And
okay. All right.
I went to numerous different forms of therapy. It's not that I know I sound like I'm in distress, but that's my voice breaking up a little, mostly because
it's not the
I
voice.
have a lot of vocal cord damage.
No, it's not the voice, Nadia. It's the things you're saying.
Yes.
Nadia, it's not the voice. It's the things you're saying. They're not based in reality. It's outlandish, and I do think that, as Kenneth said, you'd be well served to get some really good therapeutic help and get your mind refocused on some things based in reality.
We lost Nadia. I mean, listen, I've gone through therapy. I've had really good therapy. I've had really, really terrible therapy.
Did she fall off? The
call dropped.
Okay. Anyway, she's disturbed. I'm sorry.
Listen, it can be super useful to work through trauma and necessary. I mean, there's all different models out there. But with what, I mean, you said it, Dave, I mean, we're talking about a person who doesn't seem to be operating in the realm of reality and who seems to be pretty concerned about some stuff that they probably don't need to be.
No, it sounds like she's consumed with it. And, that kind of hyper focus on something, it's not a healthy mental perspective.
And this is a thing that I've noticed a lot in the last year and a half, is every single one of us has a limited number of fucks to give. Okay. There's a limited number of opportunities we have during the day to allocate our attention to things. And let this call be a reminder to all of us to try to focus on things that, that are real, that matter. Because spending our time worrying about the elite alien hybrid government master plan, probably, if there's no evidence behind it, probably not a good way to spend our time.